Dear student, good morning everyone. I am Dr. Jitendra Kumar, Assistant Professor of Zoology at the Mahatma Gandhi PG College, Gorakhpur. The college is affiliated to the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Gorakhpur University. Today, the topic is spermatogenesis, a process of sperm formation. So, where the process of spermatogenesis take place? It take place inside the testis. Therefore, testis is also known as a primary reproductive organ. On the other hand, this is the epididymis. Epididymis assists the process of sperm maturation. Hence, epididymis is known as accessory reproductive organ. When we see about the histological section of the testis, we observe that it is consist of several rounded seminiferous tubules. About 200 seminiferous tubules are present in the testis, and it is filled by spermatogonia cells. The dotted structure are spermatogonia. Testis contain three major types of cells. We can clearly observe in this diagram. This is the Sertoli cells. This is the Sertoli cells. The Sertoli cells provide nutrition to the developing germ cells. Hence, Sertoli cells also known as nurse cells of the testis. And there is a Leydig cells in between two Sertoli cells. It is the source of testosterone hormone. And other type of cells are myoid cells. This is the myoid cells. It is present on the periphery of the seminiferous tubules. So the whole process of spermatogenesis takes about 64 days in case of human, and it is consist of three phases. It is multiplication phase, growth phase, and maturation phase. During multiplication phase, the primordial germ cells is divided by the mitotic division and form several spermatogonia, and they are diploid in nature. It contains 46 chromosomes. During growth phase, these spermatogonia accumulate several proteins, several RNA, and nutrients, and these protein RNA required for the early development. So it becomes enlarged in size, and now it is known as primary spermatocyte. And in the maturation phase, the primary spermatocyte is enter into meiotic division. So by the process of meiosis first, it divide and form two secondary spermatocyte, and they are haploid. It contains 23 chromosomes. Meiosis seconds, it forms the 4 spermatids. And at the later stage of spermatogenesis, the spermatids are transformed into a tailed structure, which is known as sperm or spermatozoa, by the process of spermiogenesis. So, the spermiogenesis is the later stage or the last stage of the spermatogenesis, which occurs in the testis. And during this process, the untailed spermatids is transformed into a tailed structure, a tailed spermatozoa. And there are several changes that take place during the spermiogenesis, like nuclear condensation. It loses the water, acrosome formation at the tip of the head, and tail formation. This is the tail. Spiral arrangement of the mitochondria. Mitochondria are arranged at the upper part of the tail, and most of the cytoplasm are lost in the mature sperm. And this is the original slide of the sperm. This is the sperm. This is the small head and with a long tail. It is the sperm of rodent, that is golden hamster. So when we see the microscopic structure of the sperm, it is consist of 4 parts: head, neck, middle piece, and tail. The head is the upper part, which is consist of acrosome and the nucleus. And this is the neck. Neck region contains 2 centrioles. The upper centriole is known as proximal centriole, and the lower centriole is known as distal centriole. Both have different functions. And the middle part contain several mitochondria. These mitochondria are the source of energy. It provides energy for the sperm movement. So this middle part is also known as energy chamber of the sperm. And the last part of the sperm is the long fibrous tail. So in most of the cases, the sperm contain a long tail, but there are some exceptions also, such as ascaris. It do not contain a tail in the sperm. It contains amoeboid sperm. Similarly, crayfish also contain a tailless star-shaped sperm. So spermatogenesis is a highly active and continuous process. So how the number of spermatogonia maintain in the testes throughout the life? Like in case of female, the number of oogonia decrease as the age is increased. Because every month there is a one oogonia are decreased, and so there is a menopause condition. Due to decline of the number of spermatogonia, there is a menopause condition at the age of 40 or 45. But in case of male, it is the no such condition, no such menopause condition are not present in case of male, because the number of spermatogonia are maintained in the testes throughout the life. So there must be some specific cell type that maintain this number of spermatogonia in the testes. Yes, there is a spermatogonia stem cells. It maintains the normal population of spermatogonia in the testes throughout the life. This stem cell is divided and it forms two type of spermatogonia, that is dark type spermatogonia and pale type spermatogonia. The dark type spermatogonia reserve cell. It can form the stem cells and re-enter into the spermatogenesis. Whereas the pale type spermatogonia is divided by mitosis and form type B spermatogonia. And this type B spermatogonia is enter into the process of spermatogenesis. So the rest of the stage remains same. So this question is there any hormones which regulate the process of spermatogenesis? Yes, there are hormones that is secreted by the hypothalamus of the brain. Hypothalamus secrete G and RH hormone, gonadotropin releasing hormone. G and RH hormones is act on the pituitary gland. Then pituitary gland is release LH and FSH hormone, and these two hormones is act on the testicular cells. In the Leydig cells of the testis contain LH receptor. So LH hormones once bind to the LH receptor of the Leydig cells. Then Leydig cells release testosterone hormone. On the other hand, FSH hormone is bind to the FSH receptor on the Sertoli cell of the testis. Then it releases testosterone binding protein, TBP. TBP is a carrier protein of the testosterone. So both testosterone and TBP is entered into the testis, and the germ cells have receptor for the testosterone, and therefore it maintains the process of spermatogenesis throughout the life. So thank you.